Hello everyone and welcome to our weekly how-to video. My name is Lori McNorton, Floral Design Coordinator for Florist Review and Super Floral. And today I would like to take you for a little walk through nature. Spring is just around the corner, things are starting to bud, so I was kind of thinking about a design that would definitely put us in the mood for spring and maybe take a little walk through nature and some of the things that we would see. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with our container. This is an oval tin container from Oasis. And the first thing of spring, you think yellow. I mean, that's usually what you see. Yellow forsythias, the jonquils. And I found these beautiful yellow jonquils. So that's what we're going to be designing today. Or designing with. I also have this little nest that I put together with some natural bind wire, some wired sisal, and then a little bit of moss in there, and really just formed a little nest. You can use all kinds of different materials to get this little technique. I have a couple little robin eggs. I'm starting to see the robins coming around, so spring is definitely in the air. All right, then to go with spring, let's set this over here. I've got this fabulous pussy willow, and this is the short, and so we're going to design with this. So my goal is I'm going to have a little surprise once this arrangement is complete. So I've got also all kinds of little mosses, and this is definitely what makes me think of a nature walk. Now, I'm not going to put a lot, but I just want to tuck in a couple pieces of different kinds of mosses. I've got my little greening pins. Put those in. And we can also attach that nest. I'm just going to take one. It's not going to move far when we get this design done because we're going to have the pussy willow all around it. All right, now I don't want to put a bunch of moss in because we are using the jonquils, which sometimes can be a little tricky to use. The stems are kind of a pithy stem, which means it's soft, soft and spongy. So sometimes when you are working with the foam, they're a little bit harder to insert. So I'll show you a technique on that. But let's kind of get this moving with the pussy willow stems. And I'm going to make a little bit of a sheltered arrangement. So I just want to put all different heights. I'm just taking 3 or 4, cutting them off. Let me take a little bit of foam here, or not foam, some of the moss, and kind of hide this edge. It'll be easier now. But I do want to leave the foam open because I want to be able to insert my jonquils into that. And I'm leaving some space in between. So this is my main idea. Then I'm going to start inserting some jonquils. Now, because of the pithy stems, a good, easy technique is to take, move that out of the way, a pencil and insert that into your foam. Then your jonquil will go right down into the foam. So here I'm going to open this little piece of moss. Again, go all the way to the bottom of your container so you have a good water source. Let's get this side. You could use a little dowel rod, but usually I have a pencil sitting around and it works very well. As we go. Let's do a few more here. Let's see, let's put some up front here. And our last one here. Oops, see how flimsy those are? That's okay. Mess here a little bit. Okay. So does that look like spring or what? So then I had a pot of grape hyacinths and the blossoms have expired, but I thought, how cool is that? So I just pulled the bulbs out. And what I'm going to do is just do like a little hairpin here with my wire. I'm going to use a heavier wire. It's going to go right down through the center of the bulb. Pull that through. And insert these little bulbs. And I love the roots coming out as well. I've got 3 of them. It's just another one of those things. Like, I can't throw that away. I'll figure out something to do with those. One more here. I want to be able to see the roots coming out. Kind of making a mess, but we are on a nature walk, so remember, we can make messes, we can get dirty. Okay, I have a few more pieces of different moss here, the lichen. Again, I'm just going to take my greening pins, pin that in. I can just work it in also with the stems of the pussy willow. Here. This is very earthy. It smells earthy with the mosses. Let's add a little here. Okay. Now, just to kind of soften this, I've got some long pieces of plumosa. Get this out of the way here. Again, I'm just going to insert that into the foam. And I thought that I would just wind this in and out of the pussy willow. These were wonderful pieces. The length I need. And I'm not trying to hide the nest, but I do kind of want that element of surprise. Okay, let's see. And if I want to, I could go back and add a few more pieces of the pussy willow. Okay. What do you think? Is that a breath of fresh spring air? Who wouldn't love that? And there you have it. Something very easy, not much product, but it definitely brings you into thinking spring is just around the corner. So join us next week. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.